Okay, you're highly welcome. My name is LJ for those who do not know me. Um, in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to make a princess bustier using freehand. This is the method they call the padded. If you hear designers talking about padded bustier, this is the method they are talking about, and it's actually freehand. Now, this is what you do. Let's assume we have our fabric. Sorry, this is freehand, so I'm actually using freehand. So let's assume we have our fabric this way, and we want to assume this is the folded end of our fabric. That is to say, this point is open, this point is opened, and this point is opened. Now, we want to assume further that we want to make a bustier for a person with a bust of 40. Okay, no, this is too big. Let's use what will conveniently go into this point. So let's assume we are making a bustier for a bust of 36, an under bust of 30, let's say a waist of 32. So this is B, this is UB, and this is W. And let's say their respective shoulder to bust, shoulder to under bust, and shoulder to waist is, let's say, shoulder to bust of 10 inches. Let's say shoulder to under bust of 13.5 inches. Yeah, and let's say the shoulder to waist is let's say plus 2.5. That gives us 16, right? 16 inches. We get those figures, right? Okay, you're good. Now, and we won't forget our shoulder. Let our shoulder measure 14 inches for now, right? Now, what you want to do, you have your fabric this way, and this is the folded end. I said this point will be open, that point will be open, and this point will also be open. So what you want to do, the very first thing you want to do, you're cutting directly on your fabric. Remember, this is freehand, not pattern. So if you're cutting directly on your fabric, this is what you want to do. You measure the half length. This is what is the half length. This one, the 16 is your half length. That's the shoulder to the waist. So what you want to do is, because there's a seam joining at the shoulder, and this is a half body, so there will also be a joint from the half length, either to complete it to be a gown, a jumpsuit, or a play suit, whatever. But we know something else is coming to join to this half length. So because of the seam allowance we need here at the shoulder and at the half length, we're going to add 1 inch to that half length there. So instead of 16, we will measure 17, right? Okay, yeah, sorry. Okay, so we have 17, right, instead of 16. The reason being that we need half-inch seam allowance at the shoulder and also half-inch seam allowance at the base here. Now, this is what we'll do next, is to measure the shoulder. Shoulder is 14, divided by 2 is 7, plus half-inch, because we're going to join a sleeve, right? Except you're making a sleeveless. Even if you're making a sleeveless, you need a small seam allowance to turn in, because you're not going to leave the sleeve open that way, the shoulder open that way. So instead of 14 divided by 2, that is 7, I'm going to add half inch to the 7. So I'm marking out 7.5, right? And you come down a bit and you mark the same 7.5 out. And what you want to do is to join these 2 points with a straight line that way. Now, our shoulder bone is not completely straight that way. It slants a bit when it's comes from the neck, it slants a bit, and that slant is about 1 inch or 1.5 inches. So what I want to do is to come to this point, I'll mark 1 inch, and I'll go back to this folded part and I'll measure about 3.5 inches, and that is where I will join with my slant to get my shoulder slant. Now the next thing I want to do is to measure all these vertical measurements. The very first one is 10 inches, and that is the shoulder to the nipple. That's the shoulder to the bust. And again, because of our half-inch seam allowance at the shoulder, I will not start my tape measure exactly from the beginning there. No, I'm going to come down by ½ inch. You get? So I'll come down by ½ inch, dropping down my tape by ½ inch, and I'll measure 10 inches, and that will be the shoulder to the nipple, that's the shoulder to the bust, and I'll measure my 13.5 inches, and that will be the shoulder to the under bust, and of course the next line becomes 16.5 inches, which is the half length. Remember, the half length is 16, but we made it 16.5 here now because of the joining at the base. So that's what we get for now. And then so we can clean this off. This is an excess on the board. You're going to cut it out from your fabric. So this is what we have for now.